You've never slept in there.
Hey? Stone-built, semi-detached, mezzanine-level sleeping arrangements. I most certainly have. Could do with a bit of draft-proofing, though.
So could you if you've been shacked up in there.
Yes, but it was either this or Viv's.
Now you're casting a different light to it. Hey, lady, I want details, and I want plenty of them. Hey, no, me and Sandy have been doing a bit of matchmaking.
Interfering, more like. Leonard thought I'd orchestrated the whole event. Practically threw me out on the street.
Oh, I am sorry, love. We thought we were doing right.
Well, you weren't. My cheeks are still burning from the shame of it.
When will you learn that no good ever came of meddling?
Oh, it's as plain as the nose on your face. These two are meant for each other.
Oh, morning, boss. Looking forward to my first day. See you later. Rodney. Hiya.
Look, I'm sorry to bother you, but, well, I was hoping you might have something for me.
No. No, I don't think so. What exactly?
Well, you remember I bought all the furniture from Simon, and I could do with one or two pieces back, I'm afraid. I found myself temporarily installed in the barn, and, well, all of my stuff has been, well, look, I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, I have. I'm sorry about that.
Well, that's the way it goes. Is Ashley or Laurel in?
No, sorry, but I'll tell them that you called.
Right, anything will do. Yeah, as long as it's usable. I am not in a position to be choosy.
Spanner?
Knucklehead.
What?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was a game. Anyway, you deserve a few insults, making me work on a Sunday morning.
You've been very cocky since yesterday.
Well, I can afford to be. And you've got to be nice to me if you want some spending money.
Yeah, and how are you going to get it?
Don't know yet. I'll think of something.
I'm sure you will. You know, we make a good team, me and you. You've got the brains and the looks.
Yeah, shame for you, they're both mine. Bye.
I'll leave you to it. How's Ballistic, by the way?
Oh, bending well, thank you. Right, what do you think? I thought we could put them through doors.
We could, but I've been working on something rather more immediately visual. Instead of pushing things through doors, I think we should be knocking them down, don't you?
Okay.
Figuratively, of course.
Aye. The little bird tells me you're sleeping at the Antiques.
Oh, or did that same little bird mention that it could have been the Ritz for both of us if she hadn't put her foot in her mouth?
I've said I'm sorry.
I know you have, and you're forgiven.
You're getting more like us every day.
Ah, it's funny you should say that, because I've got something I want to run past you. Shall we, now, what are your thoughts on, scrap?
Well, you've been to our place. What do you think?
Yeah, you're a fan, I know. Now, what could be finer than turning a hobby into a business?
Off the top of my head, a fridge full of magical reappearing ale.
Well, you could have something close to that if we both play our cards right. Now, your van, my premises, and our joint expertise in our respective fields of acquisition.
Huh?
Blackstock and Dingle, scrap merchants. What do you think?
Well, I think you got the names the wrong way around.
Well, that's open to negotiation.
No, hey, how about junk and gem? Sums up your better halves as well.
Well,
What do you think?
will it cost me out?
No.
And will I make out?
Stacks.
Then I like it. When do we start?
How soon can you knock that back?
It's all gone a bit after the Lord Mayor's show, hasn't it?
You what?
Well, it must be galling for you being back at Viv's, having to actually do a bit of graft. Now that your sugar daddy's lost his sugar.
Not that it's your business, but Rodney's investigating a number of ventures. We will be back in Clover before you've got your winter nightie out of mothballs.
Good for you. Be able to buy yourself a nice tiara then, seeing as you'll be Scrap Queen of the Dales.
I'm on a break. You can tell Viv that if she turns up.
Oh, tell her yourself, Queenie. Where have you been? I'm just going round to yours for the dozenth time.
Well, I've been places. I'll keep a log if you want.
I was only asking. I want a word about Pearl.
Aye, still doing hair bidding, are you?
No. And I never was. That's all down to me and Sandy. She's been as much in the dark as you were.
In the dark yesterday?
No. Spring Bank Holiday, 1952. Yes! Yesterday!
Well, she never said no to me.
Well, from what I hear, you didn't give her a right lot of chance, did you?
You're not helping him move in?
Credit me with some dignity.
Mum said he's been going round scrounging furniture.
Oh, he's found of a new way to embarrass himself since then. Big Nose Betty reckons he's starting something new with Zach. Scrap. I'm starting to pity him.
I thought you were doing your stand by your man thing. I was secretly quite impressed, actually. Well, I wasn't laughing, that is. Still, you know what they say, for better or for worse.
That's when you're married.
Well, it's a lucky escape then.
Starting to think so. Do you want a drink?
No, I can't. I've got too much on.
Later then? I could do with a chat, and you know I can always talk to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. In there, 4-ish, I'm buying.
Well then.
You go out. You go out. You gave her the job. You made us. You cocked it up. You're older. What's that got to do with it? I don't know.
Yoo-hoo. Is there anybody there? There you are. My first pint. I feel as if that should be on the house.
So do I. But for different reasons.
Now, Harry, what'll it be for you?
Something in a bottle, please.
Right.
See you later. Who's the clever girl?
Is it multiple choice?
Better say you.
Correct. It's going to be Brilli's Purdy thing. She really knows what she's on about.
Just like your leaflet.
Forget that. Look at these. She's off sticking them up now. We're going to have an open day. Good or what?
An open day as in?
Well, people looking round here. Us showing them facilities, me and Purdy. Giving them drinks and taking the business. Thank you very much.
Here. How much will it cost?
Well, like Purdy said, if you don't invest in yourself, you can't expect anyone else to. She's talking about getting some really posh clients.
Didn't know there were posh horses.
Look, the only thing is...
What?
Well, it's this week, so...
Well, I'm going to be busy.
Well, obviously it'll help as well. And it could really get us going with a bang. Do you mind?
Of course not. Sleep's for wimps, innit?
Hey, I'll muck in as well. I mean, not literally, draw the line somewhere, but what do you want me to do?
Oh, thanks, Jo. Oh, don't worry, I'll find you something. Thank you.
We're giving Rodney his money back. Chaz, no. Why? He came to the house earlier looking for furniture. So, what's that got to do with it? He's furnishing the antiques barn to live in. Oh, Debs is absolutely penniless. He's homeless.
So give him a stool, he'll be well happy.
You didn't talk to him. I know he's always been a bit flash, but... Oh, I don't know, he seems so humble.
Well, it's doing him good then, innit?
Isn't doing me any good. Anyway, I said I'd give it back to him when the time's right, and it's right. I can't do it anymore.
So, give it to me. I've got no problem with it. No. And what do you think he's going to say when you give it him back? Thanks very much. Oh dear, there's some missing, but never mind. I doubt it. I'll do it if you want.
No, that's fine, thanks. Anyway, it won't be an issue if he doesn't know he's dropped it off. I'm just letting you know that I'm doing it. Today.
I'll get that Val and a pint for me, please. From you, if you don't mind.
Good choice. I can buy my own drink, thank you.
Yeah, well, it's done now. I'm going to come and sit down.
It might be a shoddy pint, but it's never injured you.
I thought this is something else entirely. But look, I thought it only fair to give it a go. But if I'd wanted half a pint, I would have ordered half a pint.
Beer soufflés are all the rage, you know.
Yes, I'm such a Philistine, aren't I?
You want to get that leg looked at?
Oops. Butterfingers. Where'd you keep the dustpan and brush?
North Korea, take your time.
Pardon?
Never fear, it's not a crime. It's all right, I'll sort that.
Oh, thanks, Diane. Val, do you think you could show me how to change a barrel? That one's done. Now, where'd you keep your barrels?
In the cellar?
Oh, yes. Silly me. Well, lead on.
No, I'll do it. It's fiddly.
Oh, I like fiddly.
Yeah, no, Diane's the best one to do it, really. She taught me. She's like some sort of barrel changing Yoda. But I'll just do this myself. You stay here. You're staying here, right?
No, Val. I would much rather follow you to the cellar.
No. Yeah. I need the bog. You hold the fort.
Can't imagine why you'd want my company, evil manipulator that I am.
Yes, well, I've had some news on that, haven't I?
Sorry. Pity you couldn't have taken my word for it.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's not exactly been your year for being straight with me, is it?
Well, Leonard, full marks for arrogance. You must really love yourself.
Yeah, well, hang on.
No, you hang on. I have tried to win back your trust and your affection for weeks, but I had nothing to do with last night. And no, I will not listen to you rake over old coals every time we have a row. So let me put your mind at rest. I was not trying to wheedle my way back into your affection yesterday, nor will I be doing so in the future.
Tell me it's a joke.
Well, I'll tell you what you want, but it won't make a difference. She can't live with the guilt or whatever.
Well, she's been like that all along.
Well, she won't be after today. She's serious.
We wouldn't be in this situation if you hadn't blubbed her in the first place. And then you had to be a greedy cow the other night and take too much.
Oh, like you wouldn't have.
Yeah, but I didn't, did I?
Sorry.
That's something I've done, isn't it?
No, you, of course not.
Now, come on. I'm not going to learn otherwise.
He asked for cider and you gave him lager.
Well, that's easily done.
And I'd say you would have liked it to the top of the glass, too.
Gotcha.
And when he asked for a bit of lemon, I think he meant a separate drink, not a bit of lemon in his pint.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Take this to them. There might even be a tip in it for you, unless they're as tight as they look. She is absolutely rubbish. How did she manage the B&B? I don't know. But speaking of which, was that wise? How wrong can she go carrying a tree? Spectacularly, I'd say, but what I meant was, that's the crowd from the murder mystery night.
Hey! Hey, not a bad haul for our first mission. Hey, Yep, especially considering the day.
Yeah, well, people are more charity-minded on the Sabbath. Hey, maybe we should consider just 1 day a week.
Yeah, we will. Just as soon as our little venture moves smoothly into moneyed semi-retirement.
Oh, hey, it's hardly a Stradivarius, is it? Bit of a come down since selling antiques.
Yeah, well, I don't see it as antiques versus junk. I see it as profit versus loss. Yeah, I've experienced both, and I tell you which one I prefer. Zacharias?
Brothers?
I think we're going to do rather well.
Ah, hey.
Hey.
Jazz, thank God. What's the matter? Right, come on.
I told Scott what you were going to do. You know, so that he'd know and he'd... He what? What, he hit you? He's got such a temper. Call the police. I'm going to call them for you. No, Jazz, please. What? All right. All right. Yeah, well, this money has caused nothing but grief from the start. I know, I just don't know what he'd do if he knows that you've given it back. Okay, look. Right, let's not talk about the money for a while, okay? Oh, come here.
Have you any idea how much a loft apartment would cost in Leeds?
Yeah, and I know what they look like, and it ain't this.
But you're not looking at the bigger picture, is she? Tell her, Zach.
Oh, yeah. Some of that big picture.
Look, once we get a toehold in the market, I know all this looks like rubbish to you, but there are people who would pay big money for it.
Sadly, they're all locked in a nut house miles from the bank.
Not so. Now, what say we see how this bears up under some serious strain.
I'll be getting up the road then.
Yep, bright and early, partner.
Yeah, about 12 noon.
Can we take a rain check on that until I'm sure it's not got fleas? I've got to be somewhere. I'll catch you later, yeah?
Oh, silly me. They ordered red, but I heard white.
She's going to bankrupt us.
I know.
She's got to go.
I know.
You've got to do it.
You're so arrogant. He's been here all day. Anyway, I'm better off without some old barfly on my arm. You're like a pair of kids, you two.
Well, he's certainly treating us like it.
I just want what's best for you.
What's best for me is to enjoy that in peace.
Jokes, you.
How many more times do I have to tell you? No autographs.
I'm sorry.
And no photographs neither. What? I'm not here for your entertainment, you know. I think I'm going to need a cloth.
Leave it. They can sort themselves out. How's it going apart from that, do you reckon?
Val, if you really want to know, I've stopped enjoying myself, to be honest.
When were you, if you don't mind me asking?
When I was having a bit of fun at your expense, instead of the other way around.
You've been winding us up. That's not really on, is it?
No, Diane, it isn't on. But it isn't on to make light of people's circumstances either. Not when they're as bad as mine. When I was in that cell, I dreamt of coming back to this little village, trying to put my life together. I think we can safely say I'm no Mother Teresa. But I'm not a monster or a fiend either. I know that, even if you don't. But thank you, ladies. It would have been nice if it was genuine. And I think we'll take this as my resignation, don't you? Today's shift, it's on the house.
Steph, My sister and esteemed business partner Valerie here would like to ask you something about the factory.
Do you want a job, like?
Yeah. Please.
Do you want something to drink? Yeah. Tea, please, thanks. It'd ruin your wild child reputation if everybody knew you drunk tea. Do you want normal or peppermint? Dad? Normal or peppermint? Debbie?
Hey, guess what I've got? Apart from a sore face, I mean.
Oh, so I can add woman beater to my list of supposed crimes now, can I?
Yeah, well, this should make up for it. And from now on, I'll be keeping it safe. Do you want to go on a proper night out?
Let's go to town.
Yeah, for starters. Debbie?
You can get out if you want, but that stays here.